President Trump campaigned on it, rebuilding roads, bridges, and airports, among other things. Last week, he hosted a roundtable at the White House to unveil his infrastructure plan. And Fort Worth Mayor Betsy, you just saw there, she got an invite. She's in studio to talk about the likelihood of the president's plan becoming reality. Mayor, good to see you.
It's good to see you, Jason. It's always good to be here.
Absolutely. We appreciate you coming in. Tell us how you got an invitation to the White House.
You know, we've been working closely with the White House staff. Fort Worth is one of the largest, one of only 2 or 3 in the top 20 that's conservatively led, and the largest city in the nation, led by a woman currently. That gives us a little bit of their ear to talk with them up there.
We'll talk about the money in a moment, but the president promised something else that caught your attention that you liked, cutting regulations.
Absolutely.
How might that help any projects in Fort Worth?
Well, you know, for one thing, when you get into these projects, like our I-35 project that was started originally, the dialogue's been going on since 07, 08, and seriously started in 09, and it's taken now to begin to get that done. When you've got an 8 to 10 year window to clear projects, to get them all done, to get the permitting done, the environmental clearance, you're running the cost of that project up considerably. We're trying in Fort Worth to be much more flexible and much quicker about what we do to get our departments, instead of operating in silos, on a horizontal plane where they're all talking. That's a big piece of this project that'll really help cities and states.
The president essentially says if states and cities pay for 80% of it, the feds will kick in the remaining 20%. Where does the money for that 80% come
from? Well, all the projects are not necessarily 80-20. Some of them will be merit-based on your application. Some of them will be more than that and less. Currently, cities already fund 76% of the infrastructure in this nation. Whether it's and water projects, it's more than that. It's probably 85 or 90 for water projects. We'll just have to we already take money out of our ongoing budget and bond elections. And we have state highway dollars we work with.
Do you expect more money to come from bonds? Do you expect any taxes being raised, tolls being charged? What do you think?
We're not going to raise taxes. Tolls, we have no new toll projects. As you know, the state has virtually outlawed those. But we will begin to leverage these against other things. And the quicker you can deliver a project, the more, as you get growth, the more money you're going to have anyway. One
thing that struck me, the president's plan reportedly allows states to add or increase tolls on interstate highways and to charge fees to use highway rest areas. Do you support? Now, I know what the state decided as far as tolls go, but do you support any of that?
Well, I don't know about the rest areas. That seems a bit extreme to me. You know, you need a rest break, you need a rest break. But the toll piece, we've been very successful in this region, in the Fort Worth, Dallas region, particularly on the western side in the Fort Worth region, doing managed lanes. We could not have 35 as close to done as we have now had we not had that private partnership. Yeah. I think that'll be the beauty of this project, is being able to work with our partners in Austin to figure out how do we go forward. And TxDOT already has some money from Prop 1 and Prop 7 that we can use to leverage these federal dollars against. It's one of the only states that's already got a pool of money from oil and gas severance taxes.
Yeah, some money is being set aside. The president did say he would pay for the federal money by cutting the budget elsewhere. Did he suggest where that might be in the meeting?
He really didn't. He really didn't get into the full details. He just said we're going to look for the low-hanging fruit and we're going to look for the efficiencies. It's much like you and I have to do on our home budgets, the same thing we've had to do at the city. There's always some room, and there's always some discretionary money there that you say, maybe we don't do this time because we desperately need those roads. If we can relieve congestion, better water projects, repair our bridges, think the quality of life for our citizens is better.
No question, Fort Worth and Tarrant County are growing at an explosive rate. What are some of the top 5 projects you'd like to see potentially addressed with this money?
Obviously, we want to finish I-35, the LBJ interchange here, 360 in Arlington that they're working on, the expansion there. There's so many of them. And then you get into water projects. What do we need in the way of water projects? We've got several major bridges in Fort Worth, and I know Dallas does too, that need major repairs. Broadband, the expansion of broadband. The other piece of this is this money also can be used for workforce development. On the Pell Grants can now be used to do 2-year certifications at your community college, to fund apprenticeships. That's a really big deal to put some of this money, because your workforce is absolutely part of your infrastructure.
And a lot of potential opportunities there. Mayor Price, good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Thank you, John.